crazy. You'd be kicking it, know what I'm saying? I'd just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Codeine and shit. I'd just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Codeine and shit, know what I'm saying? Kitty. On the road again. I hear you, Chip. I hear you, honey. I hear you, Chippy. I'm taking you to your mom and daddy. I got Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. Just chill, Chip. Chill. Just chill, Chippy. Chill, honey. Yeah, it's a cat. This is friends of mine's cat. They couldn't catch it before they left. So I said, hey, Chippy, I'd take you. We'd be kicking it, Chippy. I was just talking to a couple at the gas station, went to Myrtle Beach when they shot that balloon down. Daisy's eyeballing me. Well, I read some things on it. China says it's a weather balloon. I mean, I don't know how you expect to spy on a low-level giant balloon floating across the United States. I mean, it's possible. You know, if you get a chance, if that interests you, check out weather balloons. They report them all the time for airliners so they don't hit them. I mean, it's not ridiculous. But that'd be about the worst way to spy in the world, unless they were just trying to aggravate the United States. He told me they went by it first, and then looped back and shot it from the other way. Supposedly there are 3 of them flying around. But if you look at the prevailing westerlies, you look at the speeds of the wind at altitude, like 40,000. You know, flight going east is much quicker than a flight going west. As a pilot, you're always banking on the wind, but it's a big difference. You can have a 200-knot tailwind, which is crazy, or a 200-knot headwind, which is nuts. Big difference in how long it takes to get in a 12-hour flight. You'd be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I hear you, Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. Only bad thing about this down south is this damn, a lot of restaurants aren't open. You know, most of the restaurants around are open only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Most. Especially the barbecue places. How you doing? Be kicking it. I put a 14-pound ham out yesterday. I put it way back on the property too, so I think it's going to be my last trail cam thing for a while. Seen one, you've seen them all. Hey, Faye. Hey, Tribbles. Hey, Blue. Kicking it. Nice clouds today. I was going to go to Hartsfield Airport and video some planes. I took 2 Benadryl last night, man. I couldn't get out of bed this morning. I slept 13 hours. I haven't felt this good in a long time. No sore joints, no cold. I got to get my sleep habit down. I hear you, Chippy. $63 here. 63. You salty girl. Yeah, slept good. No dreams, nothing. Just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, really? It sucks. Put some Penetrex on it. Go to Walmart. Oh, yeah, that's good. I hear you, Chip. I hear you, Chippy. What happened to Salty? What happened to Salty? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Penetrex. Yep. I hear you, Chippy. I hear you, bud. I hear you, Chippy. You're going to a better place, Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. Man, I really missed out on those buckets of arrowheads. He's a cat. Cat I got in a cage. One of Marty's cats. You hear him meowing? Be cool, Chippy. Chill. I hear you, Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. Great clouds. Blue skies. Kermit the Frog. Blue skies. How you doing? Yeah, Daisy's just riding along. Just tripping. The cat doesn't like Daisy. Lake Oconee. Blue skies, nothing but blue skies. Kermit the Frog, people out fishing. Blue skies. This is how the water was where I grew up. Always kind of murky looking. Blue skies, nothing but blue skies. I told you I got a 14-pound ham that I put out last night, way back in the woods. 14-pound ham, 4 cameras rolling. Hey, I'll tell you one thing I've learned through baiting these animals, and that is that, you know, this Aldi's, they always talk about the cheap meat. It's not cheap. If you want cheap meat, you're not going to find a cheaper place than Walmart after it's a couple days expired. I got that 14-pound ham for $1.33 a pound. $1.33 a pound. You can't beat it. And I bought 24 hot dogs. Blue skies. And I'll tell you another thing I learned too. You know, after I messed around, I never trapped animals. But I saw that trap fail that I caught that dog in. Anyway, here's the bottom line on animal traps. Most of them are junk. And the trap that the dog got out of is junk. It's the 58-incher from Tractor Supply. But here's what I've learned about dog traps. That's $138 for a trap there, which is cheap as far as dog traps go. And to get the top of the line dog trap, it's about $650. But to be honest with you, there's not that much difference between the top of the line one and the junk. And not too many people want to pay $640 or $50 for a dog trap. I would have, but it's just not worth it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 58-incher, the same one that I caught the mama dog in, and I'm going to beef it up a little bit. Maybe change the closing mechanism somewhat. Then I'll have a good trap. But these traps are all junk. It's poorly made. Blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. It's really easy. Actually, when I was with those girls, there's 2 triggers on the top, and the one triggered and the other one didn't. And I'll tell you another weird thing I learned through that. You know, you learn things as you go, right? And that is, these dogs seem to have a sixth sense about stepping on that trip plate. If you look at the bottom, there's about an 8-inch wide trip plate that runs the width of the cage. And if you go on YouTube, and even what I saw, those dogs will stretch their damn neck out and stand on the tippy toes of their feet to keep from stepping on that trip plate. And what I find is odd is that they're walking on wire, you know, squares of wire before they get to the trip plate. You think if it'd be anything that they didn't want to step on, it'd be the wire, not the trip plate, but it's not. If you watch videos, they are walking like a ballerina, trying not to trip that damn plate. It's weird. Blue skies. would do that. Plus, I'd take the dog straight to... The only reason those dogs got picked up is because of that lady in Crawfordville. In Blue Malibu, lining it up. Because they only usually mess with dogs in my county. But I'm telling you, these dogs... Now, you notice on the ham videos, the trail cam, you see how skittish those fox are? I haven't seen a fox take a bite out of the ham yet. They walk around it, walk up to it, smell it. And I'll tell you what else is super skittish: crows. I can't believe all the inhumane traps they still sell. They got these dog-proof traps for raccoons. Catches their foot. And their foot just gets smashed until a person shows up. I can't even believe that stuff's allowed. Blue skies. Look at these blue skies. I don't like trapping anything, even fish. I'd like a nice aquarium. I'd like a nice couple parrots, but I don't want to have them in a cage. I have my whole life savings tied up in a parrot breeding operation. And then a couple of them got out, and I saw those birds soar down around the air, land on the cage of their mate that was still in the cage. And I thought, you know what? This is one fucked up hobby. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's exactly how I got out of bird breeding. By birds getting out and watching them fly. Yeah, and something changes when you contain something. And I don't care what kind of filtration system you have, you still got to do water changes. And that's just one thing that you know about. It's just one thing that you know about. There's things that change when you put stuff in cages. And it's not good. Leeches, fuck that. Not doing that either. Doing that either. If you notice those vultures, I'm telling you, that ham, you can't tell looking at it on the camera. That's like a typical cheap ham, a lot of fat, and to see how those vultures effortlessly just pull that ham off there shows you how strong their beaks are. You couldn't bite a piece out of that ham with your mouth like they make it look easy. They look like it's been boiled and soft, but it's not. Two of the vultures I was feeding last year are back, and you say, well, how do you know that? I know that because how close I could get to them. If you look at the turkey vultures, the one with the red faces, now they just came back into town. They had all went further south, probably Florida. The ones on the west coast go all the way down to Mexico and South America. But their olfactory bulbs in their noses are 4 times larger than the black vulture. they pretty much entirely hunt by smell. But the black vulture mainly hunts by sight. And the black vulture is way smarter than the red vulture. I'm telling you, those are flying machines. Excellent flyers. The best soarers ever. There's one in the springtime, that old abandoned house on the lot. He will jump off the porch and not beat his wing one time and fly about 3 foot over the ground for about 150 yards and land on top of this old chicken feeder. Doesn't flap one time. It's pretty cool. And for a raptor, or bird of prey, if you look at their feet are made to not slip on carcasses. It's not like the other raptors where they're, grabbing a branch. They can do it, but not as effectively. They're not tearing anything apart with their feet. They're just standing and ripping. Blue skies. Yeah, they're beautiful birds. Big too. Five-foot wingspan. If you're close to a vulture, I see them a lot. When you see a vulture take off from a dead standstill with no wind, you really get an appreciation of what a fantastic flying machine it is. It's incredible that could evolve into what they are. They're like dinosaurs. They've got this big, giant wingspan, and they're real clumsy on the ground. Then they spring into the air, and there's so much muscles and movement and changing of directions going on to head forward. It's crazy. Watching those birds fly. There's enough people too. They catch these coyotes in these traps and then kill them when they get there. It's terrible. Like to have one of these I think we're going to rent the biggest Caterpillar bulldozer possible. It's like 10 grand, I think, a week. 6 grand, something like that. We're going to make some new trails. It's going to be fun driving that. I'll be just running over everything. It's not as easy as you think, though. Trees are weird. You'd think you just had this big ass-kicker bulldozer and you just flatten everything. It's not quite like that. You could go to one tree with a 2-foot diameter trunk and mow it right over, no problem. And another one, you'd need to fool with that for 20 minutes. Clip the sides with the end of the blade. What I've learned in my limited experience of land clearing is that there's not one and all everything. There's not one piece of equipment that can do it all. You're clearing property like these, what you see here, it's a lot of work. Stumps, getting it out of there, cutting the wood, burning it, hauling it. That's why if you bought 200 acres like where I live, and it was just solid 200 acres, you couldn't do shit. It's the woods is so thick, like you couldn't ride a four-wheeler. Not that that's nirvana, but you couldn't drive a car back there. You wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't. Now, there are places where the woods, like where Mary lives, naturally are pretty cool. I may keep just 200 acres there. But down here, if it wasn't set up like ours as a hobby farm, it sucks just having solid woods. You can't access anything. You'd be dead tired after walking a mile. You know what I've been thinking about getting into? The smelting business. Melting down gold and silver. I want to try something like new out of the box. I'm going to let my private detective's license expire. I know wedding photographers that gave away their cameras just to guarantee they couldn't get talked into doing another wedding. And that's about where I'm at with PI. Honestly, I haven't done a legit PI investigation in about 13 years. Blue skies. It just doesn't interest me anymore. I don't have an interest in talking to customers, clients, nothing. I was looking through businesses to buy in down around Indy Atlantic. I like that down in Florida. I see there was a strip club down there for sale for about 450 grand, which is cheap for a strip club. They're probably going to close them, which is probably why it's for sale. But what I know now as an adult man, hello, you couldn't give me a strip club. I would not want one. No way. What a can of worms. I know some guys in Saginaw that had a yearly golf club party for their Christmas party. They had a bunch of beer cart girls, you know, with bikinis and selling beer and all that shit. And about 3 months after the event, the thing, they sued them for sexual harassment, and they won. They settled out of court for 100 grand. So you could easily get sued for sexual harassment owning a strip club, which seems nuts. But that, their boyfriends, their problems, their drug issues, forget it all. Nothing but trouble. I'd rather own a damn Bible camp. Blue skies. Hi, Chippy. I hear you, hon. We're almost there, hon. We're almost there, honey. We're almost there. We're almost there, Chip. This is coming into Rutledge, Georgia. Blue skies. I hear you, Chippy. I hear you, Chippy. Blue sky. There's somebody that's got a tiny home on that lot growing vegetables. Blue skies. Gonna try and back in that bass boat. Blue skies. This is a pretty area around here. Horse country. Blue Blue skies. Rutledge, Georgia. Speed check by detection. Blue sky. Man, I'll tell you, it was busy in Athens yesterday. It was busy downtown. Spring peepers are out. Spring peepers. Hope I'm going the right way. Not 100% sure of this. Blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. See these blue skies? Hey, nobody won the Powerball. 734 million. You know, I do buy tickets. But honestly, I don't want to say I hope I don't win, but I kind of hope I don't. I think I could handle it now. But I bet you money I'd kill myself in a helicopter crash within a year. I bet you I'd do some shit like that. Blue skies. I'd go buy a big twin-engine helicopter and I'd be trying to go down and land on Salty's ranch. Hit a damn wire. I know I'm close to where I'm going, but I gotta get on the other side. Oh, here it is. Blue skies. There'd be nothing but rubbers and dragon's milk spread all over a corn helicopter parts. It's like Tom Reed had won the Powerball. He'd bought this $3.4 million helicopter. And he was going to Salty's house. And he hit two wires. He was watching Pornhub. This is the kind of shit that happens. This is a cute little town. Rutledge. Blue skies. They said they found over 2.5 grosses of rubbers singed in the wreckage. And they interviewed people on YouTube and said he was always talking about Magnum rubbers. I guess he wasn't kidding. Look at these old houses. I hate these speed bumps. I'd rather run over small children. Everybody waves down here. I don't know if you know that or not. Blue skies. Even the Section 8 housing is nice. If anybody's looking for a nice place to live, I highly recommend this area. Big time. I really do. This shit's starting to get expensive too. Blue skies. Got a good cell phone signal here though. Blue skies.